Okay, this is what I know right now. Your emotions. What is it? I know it ends with reality. I know it starts with emotions and ends with reality. That's what I know. It's what I thought it was. Your emotions turn to your energy in motion. That energy in motion becomes a frequency, and that frequency binds you to your then reality. So there's two main rules that we're working off here, right? One, reality is not a physical game. And really what that means is that the reality that we live in is created through a mental and spiritual place, if you will. The reality that we live in each day is created through your mental and spiritual side. And what most people get wrong is they try to make things happen in the physical plane. But the physical plane is the effect of what you're doing mentally and spiritually. Mentally, what happens in the mental and spiritual plane is the cause of what happens then in the physical plane. That's the effect. So what most people try to do is they try to make it happen in the place where it's already happened or it's already happening. That's not how it works. And that to further that, it means that your actions or your hard work that you're doing in the physical plane means shit. And I'll explain that here. This is what most people do, okay? Most people think, if I do this X, if I do this action, I will then have this desired reality. And when I have this desired reality, I will then feel this certain way. So for example, if I make money, if I do that action, I will then live in the reality that I want to live in, and I'll be quote unquote happy. But that's actually wrong. That's actually not how it happens, because the mental plane is where you make it happen, and it happens in the physical plane. So you gotta almost reverse engineer this, and you need that mental attitude. You need to feel that emotion that you want here, and then know, if I already feel content, I already feel happy, I'm already good. I'm not chasing after, I'm not looking for this. I already am this. And when I already am this, I know if I do my action that I need to do, I will then get my reality. So I'm cool, I'm content, I know I'm the shit. Now I just have to do my shit, and everything will be the way that I want it to be. It must first happen in the head. It must first happen in the mind. Must happen in the mind first. I said that 3 different ways there, but it must happen in the mind first. And to relay that back to what we're saying here, right? If your emotions are turned into energy and motion, and that energy and motions turn to a frequency, and that frequency binds you to your reality, if you never quite can get here to the desired emotion that you want, if you're chasing after that happiness, and what's the opposite of happiness? Sadness. You're messing this chain up. And quite frankly, if you need to do the things that you need and then think you'll have the desired reality to then feel that way, you'll never even really be too in touch with your emotions, and you'll definitely never get this right here. This is a guideline for how reality is made, but it's also a guideline for how you can create your own reality. And if you need something to get the emotion, you will never have the reality that you want. And to further that more, the second rule is you make the rules. And that sounds crazy, right? But what we're getting at here is that anything that you regard as truth in your reality is nothing more than an idea pretending to be truth. And that is because there is no truth other than what the subconscious mind accepts as true. So we live in a world where people believe a million different things, and there can be somebody from Stanford and somebody from Harvard who are both educated as hell, smart as hell. The number one thing to look at is politics, and those two people will believe completely different things and think they're right and wrong for different reasons, or they literally just believe different things, or people believe that they have the right religion, right? Versus, and there could be evidence that some religions are wrong or whatnot, but there are no truths other than what the subconscious mind accepts as true. The only things that we accept as true in this world are the things that our subconscious mind accepts. And those things that they accept are nothing but ideas pretending to be truths. And that is fucking amazing to hear, because that kind of means you can take any idea you want and turn it into a truth for yourself. And when you turn that idea into a truth, what's stopping you? Because then you believe it in your mind. And this is very important to do, because you need to be at the emotion, at the mental attitude you want to be, to then do the thing you need to and have the reality that you want. But to be able to get into a place where you are content, you are peaceful, you need to truly believe that you are capable of the things that you do. Right? And when you truly believe that you are capable of doing the things, because you have turned that idea into a truth in your subconscious mind, and you 100% believe that, you will then feel the emotions that you want to feel. That those emotions will be turned into energy. That energy will turn into a frequency, and that frequency will be turned into the reality that you desire. Okay? And I know this sounds like voodoo. This sounds crazy. This is like, what are you talking about? It's because, unfortunately, this information has been gatekept for millenniums and years, because the people higher up manipulate our emotions to keep you in the reality that you want. And when they're manipulating the emotions, how you manipulate somebody's emotions is you create ideas that are pounded into people as truths, right? And it's like a lot of the truths or a lot of the beliefs you might have are probably things that have come from other people, have come from your grandparents, your parents, the people around you, the things that people believe to be true. There's millions of people on this planet that all have different beliefs that contradict with each other, but everybody believes different things. And when you can get people to believe a certain thing by provoking certain emotions on them, you can keep them in whatever reality you want. So you just have to reverse engineer this. You have to break it down for yourself, and then you can get whatever you want. This sounds crazy, but just remember that this is a vague understanding of the quantum mechanics of the mind. It's like the mind, the universe, but the mind and the universe are kind of the same thing. Because the mind and the universe, reality is a mental and spiritual thing. Reality is mental and spiritual. It's all up here. It's all up here. So this is like, I've been going on a tangent here, but essentially realize that reality is not a physical plane. Realize that you cannot make things happen in the physical plane if it has not happened in the mental plane. Do not think that you need to do something, have your reality, and then feel the emotion. Feel the emotion, know you're the shit, do the thing, and you'll get what you want. It must happen in the mind. Realize that all the truths or all the beliefs you believe are just an idea that has been pretending to be a truth. Create your own truths. Accept it in the subconscious mind as truth. Know that your emotions turn to energy, turn to frequency. That frequency binds to a reality. Realize that you have the power to control that. And things will start to happen to you that are good.